As promised, I told you guys I was gonna do a video for you talking about how to recover from a cheat day or a cheat meal. And yeah, so I'm going to tell you guys my number one tips and kind of how to respond after you have done a cheat meal, how to shift your mindset after a cheat meal. First of all, I want to address your mindset towards food and your relationship towards, if that is not in check and you kind of have a bad relationship with food, that would be the most important thing to focus on and focus on healing, because it is the worst to eat something and feel guilty after doing it and then kind of hate yourself, want to do extra cardio, want to do extra workouts, want to not eat any foods, restrict yourself, and then it all just is not a fun place to be. Analyze how your relationship with food is. How to overcome that is by realizing that food is fuel. Your body needs food every single day. No matter how much you ate yesterday, no matter how much you ate last week, your body still needs food today. And that is something that a lot of people miss because we think that after you eat so much food, you've already eaten enough calories for tomorrow that you don't need to eat that day. And that is completely wrong because your body doesn't work like that. Your body needs food constantly to help your metabolism stay healthy, right? So let's say you ate about 1,000 calories yesterday on top of what you ate during the day. So how do you recover from that? Maybe you had a cheeseburger, maybe you had some cheesecake, maybe you had a whole jar of peanut butter. So that's okay. The first step you need to do is forgive yourself, right? So I think that is where we have the hardest time. We want to guilt ourselves instantly for messing up or going off our plan or going off our diet, and that's the worst thing you can do is just hate yourself, do extra cardio, restrict yourself, not eat the next day because maybe you had a cheeseburger or some ice cream or whatever it may be that you had yesterday. That is the number one thing that you do not want to do. So do not restrict yourself the next day. Do not do hours of cardio to try to make up for it. Just get back to your plan, right? So you want to get back onto whatever you were doing before that incident happened. Get back to your plan, eat your breakfast, drink a lot of water. That is my number two tip, is just drink a ton of water. Your body's going to hold on to a lot of water weight during that time just because of all the sodium and all of the extra calories that your body isn't used to. It kind of gets stressed, so you're going to tend to hold on to more water weight. So you want to drink a lot of water to make sure that it is flushing everything out. Number three, the next day your stomach will probably be hurting depending on how much food you ate. Your digestion might be a little bit off, so I would recommend taking apple cider vinegar in the morning as well as a probiotic, which you can do kombucha, or you can take a probiotic supplement or a probiotic vitamin. That will just kind of help with your digestion and help your body get rid of all of the toxins that you ate the night before. I recommend taking apple cider vinegar and kombucha every day just because it's so good for your digestive health. But if that's something you can't do, I would just take it after your big meals. My next tip is to allow yourself a free meal each week. So if you have trouble sticking to a diet, go off some days, eat a ton of food because you had been restricted for so long. That is not a good place to be unless you are in a prep and you seriously need to stick to your diet. Just a normal cut or a normal healthy lifestyle, or normally following a plan just to be healthy and to hit your goals. Outside of contest prep, you do not need to be restricting yourself of every single food that you see. So for example, if you go out to a family dinner on the weekend, you can enjoy that meal and be okay. You are not going to lose progress. You are not going to gain fat just because you had that one meal, right? So allow yourself to have that one meal and not feel guilty about it. Just be okay with it and then get back to your plan, like I said, as soon as you can. Drink a lot of water, take apple cider vinegar, and you will be just fine. I promise you. So allowing yourself that free meal will just help with your mindset too. It'll give you something to look forward to. It will help with your cravings. So honestly, that free meal once a week is just the best thing you could do for yourself if you have the tendency to want to eat off your plan or have episodes of eating off your plan. One other thing that I would really recommend if you are allowing yourself to have a free meal is plan it out. So The worst thing you can do is just not plan it and eat off a whim, because that's when you feel guilty because it wasn't planned and you feel like it was just something that kind of happened and you were was out of your control. So if you plan that free meal into your weekly schedule, you know it's something you can look forward to. You know what's going to happen. You can prepare for it, and then after you can also prepare for it. So it's not shocking to your body. It's not shocking to your mindset. You know it's something that you're going to do, and you will know exactly going into it and exactly how to recover from it. Just another thing that you can do is drink a lot of lemon ginger tea. Tea kind of just helps settle your stomach, and can help with digestion and inflammation and bloating. So I usually drink like a lemon ginger probiotic tea after I have my meals, just because it feels good and it just kind of calms my stomach. I personally don't like to call it cheat, because that just triggers the cheating mindset and wanting to feel guilty for it. I like to call it a free meal, because you worked so hard for it. You earned that food. That food is not going to kill you. Your body is going to know how to respond to it. And as long as you go back onto your plan as soon as you possibly can, you are going to be completely fine, and you're not going to lose any progress. You're not going to get fat. It's going to help you adhere to your plan better. One other thing I have to say about that is, don't let it turn into an entire day of just carelessly eating. You can have that one free meal that you planned and then get back to the plan, or eat all of your meals up until that meal and then after that meal as well. So what I do is I have like my 3 meals. I'll go work out, and then I have my free meal after my workout, because my body used up all that energy, so I'm just going to replenish it. And then I'll probably have maybe a protein ice cream at the end of the day and just drink a lot of water. So that's kind of how I go about having my free meals. And I have noticed like my body just responds really, really well. I don't feel bloated after, and I feel amazing. But I have had experiences with binge eating in the past, and really where I went wrong was just the mindset of it and not preparing for it, just kind of eating off of a whim and feeling guilty and wanting to make up for it by adding in excess amounts of cardio, restricting myself, and that was not the way to go, because now I can enjoy free meals, not wake up bloated, and not gain a bunch of weight, not go crazy on those days, and it has been just a life changer. So I wanted to share that with you guys, because I have went from binge eating to allowing myself to have free meals weekly, and both of those approaches were completely different and also had different outcomes. So I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any more questions about that, just please feel free to let me know. Reach out to me if you are struggling with binge eating, and we can kind of talk about that, and I can give you some advice on how to overcome that. But I hope that was helpful, guys. I will talk to you guys soon.